Isabella Johnson, 2025 State Am champion.
Has a nice ring to it.
Welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you. Has it sunk in?
It hasn't.
When do you think it's going to hit you? It's been a full 22 hours.
Yeah. Probably in the next couple weeks here as I get ready to go to Bandon and stuff.
How many different things have you looked up about Bandon since you won the State Am?
I think I was on their website for an hour and a half today.
That's great. For those listening, the Women's State Am champion gets an exemption into the U.S. Women's Am. It's at Bandon this year, which is awesome. How much money are you going to spend in the golf shop at Bandon, you think?
We'll have to see how my bank account looks at that point, but probably
3 digits or 4 digits?
Try to keep it at 3. That's 3? What I was going to say. Yeah.
You had to get a lot of gifts, though.
That is true.
And then maybe cold weather. You have to pack a lot. You never know.
Exactly.
Oregon in August.
I don't think I have enough of that kind of clothes for the wind and rain and
apparently when we'll be in San Francisco for the USAM, it could be like 50 in the morning. If the fog rolls in, it stays that way all day, which would be pretty thrilling. Do you want to talk to us about the State Am?
State Am was pretty cool. I love Chattanooga Golf hosting. Going into the week, I was obviously very excited. It was playing a lot tougher than when I played it in the past. The rough was up. Greens had to be between 13 and 14. So anything down green was crazy. So just a great test of golf, and I had to have a lot of patience for 54 holes, something that I think shows a little bit more maturity building in my game, that I could string together 3 good rounds and stay in contention the whole time. But it was a great week. Stayed focused, had a good caddy, which helped me stay grounded. Shout out to Will, but we had a great time.
Good. I remember months ago when they announced that it was at Chattanooga Golf Country Club, we immediately sent that to each other.
We did.
So this has been circled on the calendar for 5 months, 6 months?
I mean, yes, even before I knew where it was last year, kind of had my eyes set on this one.
You've been playing good. Haven't had a lot of tournaments, been playing good. Hitting it very well. I think you are one of the favorites. I'm biased, obviously. But you won a tournament that you had a very good chance of winning before you ever teed off. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do.
It is.
Did that ever cross your mind?
I mean, not really. I knew I wanted it so badly. I thought that might hurt me just because of how much I wanted it and how hard I'd work for it, if that would kind of throw me off my course. But I was able to stay where I was, one shot at a time, and just kind of keep playing golf like I had been here at home at the Grove, and just kind of play my own game.
How did the course change from first day to the last day?
Honestly, think that first day was kind of not anything like the other 2 days because the pins were all relatively center of the green. I mean, the rough was thicker the first day because by the third, the carts had kind of rolled some spots out and it wasn't quite as penalizing, but it still was quite tough. But come the second, third day, some of the pins out there are just diabolical. Pin on 9 the last day had to be a couple paces off the edge of a cliff. On 6, I saw a few people putt off the green just where the pin was at on a downslope, and it was definitely tough. And it changed a lot throughout the week. So just trying to trust my lines, trust leaving it in the right spot was really important.
Did you look at the scoreboard at all on the final day?
I kind of did. I looked at standard bearers around me and saw that Katie was really close. I think I had a 1-shot lead over her. I saw our standard, obviously, with Sophie and Tori, and just was able to kind of see where I was at. But I tried not to until coming down to the end. Kind of knew where I was at, and obviously Will was watching it all day, and he knew where I was at, so that was good. Just that he knew where I was at, which let me just kind of play free.
What was the best shot you hit on the final day?
Best shot, 7-iron into 9 to about 7 feet, maybe 8 feet, and made the birdie putt, and that was kind of the momentum I needed going into the back because I hadn't made a birdie yet. And then was just able – I made bogey on 10, but just the rest of the round I was able to lock in and make some incredible pars and a couple birdies coming in.
When did you know that they were going to play 17 so far up?
Well,
Could you see it on 11?
I saw it on, I believe it was 14, and I saw some ladies saying driver, but I never connected the dots that the tee box was up. So honestly, on 16 is whenever I realized it was up, and my first impression was I didn't know how far it was. I figured it was going to be a full driver, so I was thinking we would lay up, but it was a perfect 5 wood number, so we just sent it up there, and I got up and down from a pretty tough spot. And that kind of sealed the deal in a way, as long as I hit a decent tee ball on 18 into the par 3.
That's incredible.
It was a great day.
On a golf course that you love, which is even sweeter.
Yeah.
Is this your biggest win?
It is my biggest win by far. It's definitely the coolest trophy. Just the whole situation. TGA tournaments are amazing. Finally winning one of those was great.
And now you want to win the State Open.
State Open, yes.
Winning is addicting.
It is. It really is.
Tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, junior golf career, all that good stuff.
So I'm from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I've been playing golf for 11 years. I'm 18 years old.
You went to college at 17.
I did go to college
which is
at
crazy.
17. I didn't.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
But really fun junior golf career. Had some success, especially later on. Played in the U.S. Junior, USAM a couple years ago. So just kind of from the age of about 9.
PGA Junior.
PGA Junior last year, yes. From the age of 9, played in a lot of tournaments, which even if you don't see, this is for all the parents out there, your kid having a successful golf future, if they pick up the game playing in junior golf tournaments, it's an incredible way to mature and, build integrity and social skills. It's one of the best things that I think has helped mold me to who I am today.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You are from Murfreesboro.
I am.
You're now enrolled in Middle Tennessee State University.
I am.
Hometown kid. Big win for the program. Big team. Have a couple other people that are chomping at the bit for their next victory. What kind of goals do we have this year for the Lady Blue Raiders?
I'm so excited for this season. After this summer season, we're going to be fully locked in to doing the best we can as a team. And I love the girls. We've already started playing together and practicing whenever we have the opportunity. And I really just think the sky's the limit for us. I know we're not like a Power 5 school, but I think that our connection, coming from similar backgrounds and just being able to learn from each other in different ways and make each other better, is going to be a huge advantage for us.
You're not a Power 5 school,
But
but you do have Power 5 girls.
we do have Power 5
You have a
girls.
solid 5 girls that could play on the Power 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be pretty fun to watch. Let's talk about the vibe on the back of the range and what we're trying to build, and the whole iron sharpens iron mentality, the pod practices, all that stuff, because you're an integral part of that. I put that on my Instagram. I truly believe that you are helping me in my academy of sorts push the envelope and make it a family. Does that help you? And what's your overall vibe when you drive on the back of the range and you have tour player, power 4 girl, power 4 guy, and you may have a lesson that day, you may just be practicing, but if I see all you guys at 10 and I leave at 4 or 5, you guys are all still there. How has that been this summer?
It's been awesome. And I think, too, that's why I was able to win a golf tournament after not playing in one for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than our qualifier. But it is my favorite place to be. Every day I get excited to go back there and see who's there. There's always room for competition, which is awesome. The games of 21 back there are very intense,
Mm-hmm.
and they're super competitive. And I always say you need to play and practice with people better than you, and it's the quickest way to get better. And if you are looking for anyone on the back tee at the Grove, there's going to be somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have a Corn Ferry guy. You might have another really good girl. And you kind of get to learn from different people. It's not just other amateur girls, amateur women out there. You get a full blend of all styles of game. You can definitely learn something just from a day out there.
What I think was really cool, you sit in on a lesson with a tour player, and it was fun for me to share that with you because it was all about, it's not the technical acumen or the changes we're making.
Mm-hmm.
It is about how can we make these changes tailored to what you, the athlete and the golfer, are comfortable making on the golf course under the gun.
Exactly.
Some of them you won't be comfortable with. And if you're not comfortable with them, how long is it going to take?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's too long, we should try something else, right?
Exactly.
I need to tailor my delivery to fit what you are comfortable doing in the heat of the moment. You are to a point now where we're going to just kind of maintain your golf swing, right? All the fundamentals, but eventually it's going to be, we're going to learn. I learned a lot from the 1-day qualifier with you. I learned a lot from talking to your caddy and talking to you on your state am win. So it's going to be tailoring your needs to fit the highest pressure situations like the USAM.
Yeah.
Was that eye opening for you? Because that's kind of where your future is. It's not like P2, P4, impact, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be more mental, more strategy. How, if something's off, how can we get it back on just for under the gun stuff?
No, I loved listening to the lesson the other day. Sometimes I do just go sit back there and watch you do your work or watch really good players at golf balls just to pick up anything that I can learn, even on my off days of just kind of hanging out. But that was a really good lesson because you weren't working on anything with his golf swing. You were working on his pre shot. And what I thought was really fun was it was very similar to what mine is of what you were trying to implement. So just kind of, I was able to take mine and refine it in a way and take little pieces of what you said and apply it to mine without making a conscious change to my golf swing or even what I'm doing in the moment. Anything simple and that's going to be effective is what I'm looking for, especially in a tournament when I have one coming up. And it was just really fun to see a different perspective too. You don't get that information with a higher handicap golfer. I'm going to learn about wrist angles and tilts and stuff, which is also great. But again, that was just another moment where I could learn something new.
Yeah, it's, there's obviously layers, and the better you get, the more you have to, hopefully it's a needle in the haystack. You're just trying to get 1% better, trying to get one stroke better for 4 rounds kind of thing. And it normally is, if you're making, if it's a big swing change, and if you're a high level amateur like yourself, or you're playing for a living, I would argue every little small swing change is a big swing change.
It is.
Because it's an order of operations, kind of, you're pushing a snowball down a hill, getting the dominoes rolling. If you make one tiny change down here, everything from that point forward changes.
It does.
So a lot of times for these high level tournament players, if you're changing something, but your pre-shot routine is the same, then you tend to have all these thoughts or the scar tissue, these bad memories of hitting it left or hitting the high rights. So what I like to do is have a lot of people just change your pre-shot routine.
Yeah.
Not like crazy, because yours has probably been the same for a long time, but it's one less step in this direction, one more look at the hole kind of thing.
Yeah.
Trying to get it focused on the target, because as you know, when you're making swing changes, if you're thinking about that over the ball,
not going to go well.
You're probably in trouble.
Yeah.
So they can probably tell already, because you talked about wrist angles and tilts, but you're a little bit of a golf nerd. How long have you been a golf nerd?
I've been a golf nerd for, we'll say, 5 years, 6 years now. So I am deep into everything golf, and there's no way of me getting out now. So
one of my favorite Isabella Johnson stories that I tell people that I've never told you is
gosh.
I too am a golf nerd. Like, it's my life. I'm obsessed. So I will try to be on the forefront of the latest technology or even clothing or shoes or whatever. And I find them and they're like, oh, this is cool. And I'll find them on social media. You've already followed them. You've already liked all their posts. You beat me to everything. Every little gadget, every like hot new up and coming thing or new pullover. Isabella Johnson golf. I was already liked it. How do you find all that stuff?
I follow way too many people.
Yeah.
I think I follow like almost 4,000 people on Instagram, which means I see like 30% of it maybe, but it gets me everything I need. I wouldn't recommend following that many people, but it keeps me updated.
That's good. It's
Yeah.
all golf and
It
puppies.
is all golf.
Golf and puppies, probably.
Yeah, mostly golf though. Now that I have my own puppy, so
What is your next is Bandon?
next is State Open.
State Open, Stonehenge.
Which I'm really excited about.
That's in like 10 days. When's that?
It's about 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. And then straight to Bandon, pretty much.
Straight to Bandon.
And then college season starts.
That's right.
That's
so
good.
Exciting.
What do you need to sharpen anything before Stonehenge? Does it change anything? Because Chattanooga golf's firm and fast. Stonehenge is usually soft and hilly.
I definitely just need to find some more fairways at Stonehenge. Tee to green, well, mainly off the tee, was a little questionable at Chattanooga Golf. I think I only hit 5 drivers yesterday. And I just need to be able to have a little bit more confidence to hit it in the short grass at Stonehenge, especially with a little thicker, cool grass rough, which I'm not used to. So just kind of working on like a fairway finder. And then also I need to work on some specialty shots, punch shots, and interesting things like that. A lot of dog legs out there. So I need to be able to work it towards the green if I'm out of position. So that's going to be my focus for the next, we'll say 5-10 days.
Another 3-day tournament.
Another 3-day.
That's fun. You had the lead last year?
I did. After one round, well, I shot 69 the first round and had a lead. And then I think I lost it the second day. Had it for a little bit the third day and then lost it again. Yeah. So
that's cool. Are you aware that you, especially for younger junior girls, are kind of this mentor and all these girls look up to you?
Not completely, I guess. I feel like we're just all friends, but sometimes I guess I do feel a little separate as I don't know, especially going to college early and stuff separated me from the girls I'd been playing with for a while. Not necessarily skill level. I mean, there is some there, but just on where we were at the time. So
you have a lot of these girls that are looking up to you.
I love it.
That's really cool.
It's my favorite.
I know. You should be proud of that. For golf course, can you name one?
I can name many. Bel Air.
Favorite 3?
We can do 3. Bel Air at the USAM in 2023 was incredible. Obviously overshadowed by Riv and LACC, but it was awesome in its own right. I really enjoyed Seminole. In Juno Beach was awesome. Went there in January. And then if I had to pick a third, Victoria National in Southern Indiana is really cool. Also very difficult.
Very hard.
Maybe Bandon will be on that list.
The U.S. Women's Am, they only play one course?
They do.
Which course?
Just Bandon Dunes.
Just Bandon Dunes. There are how many? 160? How many people make the Women's State Am?
56.
6. This is your second attempt?
Is my second attempt. We got to make match play. That's my goal.
Is that the main goal? Make match play and figure it out from there?
Exactly.
That's a great goal. Local caddy or dad?
Local.
I think Bandon, you almost have to have a local caddy, right?
Exactly. If we were going somewhere more standard,
traditional, yeah.
Yes, then I would have my dad caddy for me. But Bandon's a whole other animal, and I haven't really played that style of links golf before. So,
are you going to change up anything in the bag? We were asking about 2-iron.
Yeah, I think I might throw in a driving iron. Yeah. Maybe take out like a 7-wood or 5-wood. I definitely don't think 7-wood has a place at Bandon, but I'll see as we get closer to that. Maybe throw in a 4 and 2 if I'm doing that, and take everything with me. Also want to know about turf conditions around the greens for different wedge shots, but other than that, I'll keep it pretty stock.
You may
need like
are you going to take like a T or K-Star with a
Yeah,
leading edge wear, well, you know where to get them if you need them. I
that's
got
right.
them. I'll hook you up. The number one wedge in golf. You're going to go how many days early?
We're gonna fly there on the 1st, and it's a pain to get out there from
It's
here.
tricky, right?
It is. So I've been working on that this afternoon and just looking at options. So then I'll play practice round 2nd and 3rd, and then the tournaments the 4th and 5th. And I mean, then also with USGA events, you really don't know when you're coming home.
That's tough at Bandon.
Yes, because you're in the
Knock
middle
on
of
wood, so many flights get canceled out of Bandon. It's the worst. It's a
perfect.
great place, great city, great town. When you're out there, you're out there.
Yeah.
Um,
But that might give me the opportunity to play some more of the golf courses there.
yeah, yeah, a lot of golf. I wonder if they'll all be open. Surely they
I
will
would
be.
say
They
so.
couldn't close all those other ones down. That place books out like a year in advance
It's
for golf
crazy.
trips. Is there, if you had like a girls' golf trip or a team golf trip, is there somewhere you'd want to go? You've been jonesing to go to?
Yeah, I mean, if I had complete access, we would be going to the Hamptons and playing in GLA and Shinnecock and all of the bridge, all of the ones
Mm-hmm.
out on Long Island. But obviously, that would take a lot of connections.
You know, there's an MTSU alum that's a director of instruction at the Creek Club, the Creek.
Yeah,
That's on Long Island.
I got to get out
You should
there.
reach out to her.
Great logo.
Yeah. It's a bird.
It is a bird with a
Yeah.
flag.
You love logos.
I do love logos.
That's hilarious. So you'd go to Long Island over
Anywhere.
really
Yeah. Actually,
Fishers?
somebody commented on my logo game at the women's am, and it's like the highest compliment.
What did you win in Seminole?
Seminole and Bel Air. I had a completely different outfit picked out the night before, and I did a last minute change because it wasn't feeling
Is the
good.
train logo at Chattanooga members only?
No, it's not. It's great. I love that logo too.
Well, do you think they have that on a flag?
That's a great question. I need to get
We'll have
one.
to call Bruce. We'll have to get a couple.
Yeah,
I had to get one for the building.
I need one personally.
Yeah, 5 years from now, you have what? You have 3 years left, eligibility
Yes.
wise.
Technically,
Potentially 4.
potentially 4.
5 years from now, Isabella Johnson. What are you doing? What are your goals?
I hope I'm playing professionally. That's the number one goal. So,
Right after the Anwa.
yeah, exactly.
Do you say Anwa or Anwa?
I say Onwa.
Anwa. That's
I
the
think
correct
that's
way, right? Anwa.
Yeah. I remember the first year, I think it was just the Augusta National Women's Amateur,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden it became Onwa.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay,
I like Anwa.
I do too.
So after Anwa,
Mm-hmm.
playing professional.
That's the plan.
What's that look like? When you close your eyes and you're thinking about your future, or are we talking Solheim Cup? We talking
Yeah.
you want it all.
I want it all.
That's good.
I want a US Open.
Okay. Let's play the golf nerd golf course game. In 7 years you win the US Open. What golf course? Although you probably already know the Rhoda. You don't know where the US Open is going to be played in 7 years, do you?
I don't think so.
That'd be pretty funny.
I would almost say Oakmont.
Ooh, just hit low drives to carry 200 and roll out to 340.
Yeah, exactly. I Riv next year, like that would be a great one. Winning
Is that
at
where it
Riv
is?
would be amazing.
Riv is one of the coolest places I've ever been.
Yeah, me
Traffic's
too.
terrible.
Worst traffic.
Stay as close to that place as you can. Oh man, it's so bad.
But yeah, one of those two would be good. I don't think the ladies get out on like at Shinnecock. I
Mhm.
can't. Oh well, yes they did because I think Nelly played in her first.
At Shinnecock.
I think so. That would be a good one too.
Who do you look up to in golf? Do you have mentors?
I don't know if I have mentors. Not really. I think I'm kind of my own person because I know a lot of people in the men's side of the game and the women's ladies side, and so I just take whatever I can from anybody. I don't necessarily pick one person like that.
Mm-hmm. Anyone you look up to that you haven't met that you hope to meet, men or a woman?
I don't know. That's a good one. No, honestly, like I'm content as I am. I mean, I would love to meet the best in the world, obviously,
Mhm.
and play with them, but I mean, I'll take them as they come to me.
You are very knowledgeable about the golf swing. What's your philosophy? Do you have one?
Yeah, I think I do. I really like a golf swing to look good, but my true philosophy is that it doesn't really matter what it looks like as long as path, face, and you know where the ball's going. Like that's the most important part.
Repeatable under pressure.
Exactly. Like I've had through my life some pretty ugly golf swings at times, I would say, and was able to make it work. And I mean, now it looks a lot better and it is better, but it just kind of shows that you can kind of play with anything. But if I had to pick one thing I'm picky about, it's wrist angles and club face
The two
matching.
most important things.
Correct.
That's a good thing to be picky for.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrist angles. Just wrist angles, no big deal.
Yeah. They're important.
I'm going to brag on you, coach, friend, family member. What's cool about you is you play well ahead of your age. So even when I caddied for you in the 1 day qualifier to get in the women's am, which turns out was a waste of our time, we didn't need to do that.
It was just a learning
Yeah.
experience.
You knew that your swing was a little off and you weren't afraid to play the cut that day. And you knew that some of your like little pitches and like half shots weren't working. So you just like, all right, I'm going to hammer 8 irons today. And you still shot 2 under.
Yeah.
Almost got through. But that's very advanced.
It didn't like I don't see it that way.
I know that's why you're
And
good
that
at golf. That's why you're really good at golf. But some people, it's if this isn't working, I don't know what to do.
yeah.
If I'm hitting push fades and I want to hit draws, they're going to try to hit draws until they snap hook one.
Yeah.
Where you're like, all right, let's figure it out. It doesn't have to be pretty. Let's get the ball in the hole.
Yeah.
Let's get some momentum. When I do have the feel, I'm going to make 3 or 4 birdies, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully when I get the feel, I'm, even par.
Yeah.
And I'll go at it from there.
Well, what was really frustrating going into that day was that I had been hitting it great the week before. And then I got to the practice round and all of a sudden I'm hitting like pull draws and I'm like, where did these come from? And so I just kind of had to refocus and stick to different shots that I knew would work whenever we played and, just kind of scrap it around. And like you said, whenever it works, try to make birdies.
Mm-hmm. You're just waiting for the feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do get in the zone, take advantage while you're in the zone.
Exactly.
Sometimes it comes on hole 3. Sometimes it comes on hole 7. Sometimes it comes on 16.
Yeah.
But it usually will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you genuinely feel that? Because I do.
I do too. Yes. Especially even at Chattanooga. The second day, I played not well, honestly. Like, I wasn't hitting the ball that well, but I was able to score. And then just kind of scrapping it around and then being able to find it a little later and then carry that into the last day. It can make or break a golf tournament if you can let the bad swings ruin your day, but you don't have to.
Yeah. You're going to make a lot of swings.
Mm-hmm.
18 opportunities. We talked about it earlier, and you are kind of a mentor for especially these young girls. What would you tell them they needed to do or needed to think or focus on to be the next Isabella or the next Corda or whomever, Lottie?
I would say 2 things is that you really can't compare yourself, especially when you're younger, with who's around you because there's been so many girls who whenever we were 12 were so much better than me. You really have to be patient and do your work and eventually it will pay off and you just kind of have to trust that even if you aren't seeing it then. I mean, golf is not for people who want instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work that way. So I would say stay in your own lane, play your own game, and eventually it should work out. And then 2, you have to be really smart about how you're getting better and finding people like who luckily I have at the Grove to practice with and play with every day to really test me and make me play better. It's huge. You have to find the best people you can find to play with.
That's so important. You have to find people to feed off of, and that hopefully they're better than you.
Exactly.
And they've been in that situation. They can give you advice.
Yeah.
And you learn when you play with them and you practice with them, you learn just by watching them.
Yeah.
So you have 1 week, you're at home, you're getting ready for a tournament. What's that week look like?
Today I took an off day.
How dare you?
It was like I was bored today, to be honest, but I needed it, and it was
Usually on off days, you just drive to the golf course and just hang out.
That is true.
Yeah.
I watched you give like 3 lessons.
Yeah.
Maybe you regrip a club for
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah.
But no, today was a no golf course, no club in hand kind of day, which was nice. But tomorrow I'm gonna lock in again, and I'll hit a lot of golf balls this week. I'll make sure my numbers are good yardage wise. Check kind of boring things like that, but also try to get out there as much as I can and play with the people I normally play with who are as good, if not better than me.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I'll see you. We'll get a little checkup sometime between now and my tee time at the State Open, and really just spend time at the golf course. I truly believe that if you have nowhere else to be, that's where I am, and that's where I'm at least learning.
When will you start to strategize for Stonehenge? Club selections, all that stuff.
Well, luckily, like we said, I played in it last year, so I have the yardage book. I have all my lines, clubs, that kind of thing. So I'll probably start looking through that in the next few days, but also understand that I hit it a lot further than I did when I played there.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of work on hitting some, 5 3 woods off a tee and just being able to see my shots. And like I said, tee shots are what I'm going to really focus on the next couple weeks. So putting my attention there without neglecting other parts of my game is really important.
What do you need to get better at to take the next step?
Yeah, that is a good one. Distance wedges.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I have, I've had a rough day and all of a sudden I have 73 yards at an easy pin, I need to be able to, miss it at 15 feet. I need to be able to confidently hit my number, hit my line with a wedge in my hand. And I do okay with that. But I think if I was really good at that, my game would be so much better. That too, I need to work on. But just going into Stonehenge, I'm setting that aside for a little bit. But that's kind of my fall project.
More of an overall goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. 3 days, Stonehenge. No cut in the Women's State Open.
There's a cut.
Oh, there's a cut in
2
the Women's
rounds.
State Open.
Yeah.
Nice. The Men's State Open concluded today.
I saw that.
Yeah. A lot of that place played hard.
It did.
Those guys are really good. I think 12 under one.
I think so too. 12 or 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think he won
crazy.
by 1. Yeah. Awesome. Izzy, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
We finally did
Always
this.
Enjoy chatting with you.
Good luck at the State Open.
Thank you.
Keep on keeping on.
I will.
Being the bright star for all these girls to follow. And I'm glad you're back in Murfreesboro.
Me too. Wouldn't be here without you. So.
And keep up the logo game.
I will. Always.
We'll get some band and stuff.
That's right.
Good job. Thank
Thanks.
you.